I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vales and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils. Yes, the daffodil, the herald of spring, synonymous in British culture, and for St. David and Wales. That's because his day is the 1st of March and these things are out in flower. But here's a little known fact. The Welsh word for daffodil is cenhynmin. The Welsh word for leek is cenhynmin. I don't know why that is, and I'm pretty sure the Welsh don't know either, but it has meant that it's been contested for quite a long time as to whether the leek or whether the daffodil should be the emblem for the patron saint. But in the beginning of the 20th century, the Welsh-born Prime Minister Lloyd George happened to wear one on his lapel going to some conference or other, and so from then on it stuck. So now for the plant geeks, Camillin, and I mean the daffodils, not the leeks, are classified as Narcissus. Narcissus was the Greek god who fell in love with himself, so much so that he murdered everyone around him because he was so jealous of the fact that they could see him and he couldn't see himself. Until one day he's passing by a pond, spots his own reflection, stares at it for so long he dies of starvation, and on that spot a little flower pops up, which we call the daffodil. It's also how we define the term narcissistic to describe people like Donald Trump or Russell Brand. Now, daffs are also heliotropic, which means they turn to face the sun through the day. Earlier on this morning in this cutting garden, they were facing that way and then very quickly turned to face the sun this afternoon. There are 40 to 50 wild species, and I can't quite get a figure on this, but anywhere between 20,000 and 30,000 registered cultivars around the world. Quite incredible. Narcissus, daffodils, or Camillin, not the leeks, are members of the Amarylliaceae family. Now, if you've been paying attention, in my Lamberhurst churchyard visit video, I do mention this. They both contain a compound called galanthamine, which is used today in a treatment for Alzheimer's. But way back in ancient times, we believe it was utilised for paralysis, numbing, that kind of type of thing, for working on wounds and limbs. But in severe doses, it could be used for death. You know, in those war movies where the Germans get captured and they snap a cyanide pill between their teeth so they die and they don't have to endure the torture and interrogation? Well, the Romans, yes, the Roman legionaries used to carry a daffodil bulb in order to suicide, because the idea of being skinned alive by Britons with blue woad painted on their faces, yeah, I'd do the same. So I know that's a bit of a grim thought, but that's why there are some 30,000 different varieties, and it's the emblem of a patron saint to a country. So the next time someone says to you, "What have the Romans ever done for us?" you can say, "Daffodil."